Welcome back to Dualsighted. We're back. The return of Nick Diaz is next week after a near 7 year hiatus from the UFC. To face the ruthless Robbie Lawler at UFC 266. And even though Diaz has been absent for quite some time, the odds stay. It stands pretty identical at minus 110 for both. Diaz is 38 years old. His last fight came as a draw versus Anderson Silva in January of 2015. That's where that obviously that came as a draw. Silva tested positive for steroids. Diaz tested positive for marijuana. This was Nick Diaz's third failed drug test. So that the NSAC, Nevada State Athletic Commission, they had to suspend him for 5 years. You could argue that. You think that was 5 years? Is it
a little too long, in my opinion?
Especially with the marijuana now, it's legal in the UFC, or they don't test for the marijuana in the UFC. So I mean, he definitely got the the short end of that stick. But I mean, Robbie Lawler, 39 years old, and he's the former UFC welterweight champ. His last fight came against Neil Magny last August, losing by decision. This bout will be a 5-round fight. So I mean, obviously, Nick Diaz's brother Nate got a 5-round fight versus Leon Edwards. So I mean, I think the Diaz brothers are the only fighters that could somehow convince Dana to make it a 5-round fight when this is a third fight from the it's this one, then the Valentina versus Lauren Murphy, and then the Ortega versus Volkanovski. So this isn't even the main event. Crazily. The first fight went in Nick Diaz's favor. I don't know if you remember, but I mean, this was a while back, where Diaz knocked Lawler out in the second round. Before we get into the predictions, will Diaz's absence, like I said, 7 years almost, will it affect, the outcome of the fight?
Yeah, I definitely think so. 5 years is a lot. We were talking about, was it Edwards who was out for a year or something?
No, Diaz was out for 2 years before, even almost 2 years before taking the Edwards fight. So I mean, and I was skeptical of 2 years, though. That's gonna be a long time to ring rust. But I mean, he did better than I expected. But I mean, 7 years almost. That's I think that's gonna be too long. But they're both, Diaz brothers are both known for being durable and their endurance. But to get into the predictions, who do you got? You go first.
So, I mean, I have to go with Lawler. It's probably, if it's 5 rounds, I'll say decision.
I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna take a bet because last time I bet against the Diaz, Nate Diaz. So I'm gonna go with Nate Diaz. I say it's 4th round KO. Hopefully that happens. So we'll see if that happens. I'm praying for that to happen. Nick Diaz, if he beats Lawler, I think the UFC are definitely gonna put him in title contention, which is crazy. But I mean, that's how the UFC operates. So we'll see what happens next Saturday. UFC 266. Diaz is back. Once again, thank you guys for watching Dualsighted. Follow us on Dualsighted down below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And comment down below your thoughts and who you got winning this fight. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.